Stanley, and for today's DIY we are making Frankenstein's Monster. Don't forget to check out all my other Halloween DIYs and click on that subscribe button if you haven't already. Let's get started! First up, I took a polystyrene head and cut out bits that I didn't want. I then took some air-dry clay to add the features of the monster's face. I used several of my favorite images from Google Images as a reference. All the materials that I've used are in the description box below. Make sure you use plenty of water to get the air-dry clay to stick and to smoothen it out. So here's a fun Halloween fact you never asked for. Makeup artist Jack Pierce, who worked on the 1931 Universal horror picture Frankenstein, is responsible for creating the iconic makeup for the monster. It was Pierce who designed the green, rectangular shape of the head with the flat top, the protruding brow, and the electrodes on either side of the monster's neck. The monster's image is often credited to Mary Shelley, the author of the original novel Frankenstein, published in 1818, but it was Pierce's version of the Frankenstein monster which has become the most noted representation of the character. I'm taping some foil to the head to make a square shape, and then once I was happy with the shape, I went over it with paper mache. After watching a couple of episodes of the Frankenstein Chronicles and 3 or 4 layers of paper mache have dried, I then covered the head with a thin layer of clay. As you can see, some of the clay has already dried, making it way easier to keep adding more clay until you're happy with his features. Once I'm happy with the final layer of clay, I'll use my clay tools to add any wrinkles and details. I then added these inlets to his neck. I've just found these, I'm not really sure what they are, hopefully nothing important, but you could use bolts or drawer handles. So now my monster's all dried, I'm going to paint it with acrylic paint. I've decided to paint him green and I'm doing the shading in a grey. A technique I like to use is to paint one area and then wipe it off before it dries, leaving it in the cracks. I filled his eyes with varnish or clear nail varnish and wiped any excess away with a cotton bud. I painted the inlets with acrylic paint and secured them with hot glue. I made the box-like stand for the head out of plywood. I cut the plywood with a Stanley knife, cutting it 3 or 4 times on each side. I added all the details to the front of my stand using scrap wood, metal, junk which I actually got from eBay. To make the box shape, I glued pieces of plywood with wood glue and just rested it between the wall and an object to keep it straight. Once it's dried, I reinforced it with some hot glue. I added an extra piece of wood in the middle for added strength. I'm keeping the back of the stand open so I could turn the LED lights on and off whenever I wanted, and also for hiding my Halloween candy. Once my stand was all put together, I painted it to get it the right color. I got these baby toys which I painted black and put hot glue in between them to separate them a bit, and then glued them all together. Finally, I printed out some images to stick on the front. I also bought 2 plasma balls and painted the base. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and have an awesome Halloween.